Good morning, students. In today's class, we are going to learn concept type 6. Okay, author's purpose. Okay, author's purpose. So, what's maybe? Have you read any stories? Do you know why that stories are written? There are so many reasons. Okay, there are 4 reasons why the author wrote the story. Okay, maybe he was inspired by the story or inspired by the place he went. Okay, or maybe he need to inform you about a new place, or he need to entertain you, or he need to share his own feeling. Okay, so mostly stories are written under certain reasons. Okay, sometimes the author is very much interested in the place, so he need to share that interested events to you, so he write the story. Okay, likewise, here author's purpose. The author's purpose is the reason why they write something. It could be any of the following. Okay, that is the author's purpose is the reason. The author's purpose is the main reason to write a story. So maybe here are 4 forms. Okay, 4 forms is PIES, pies. Okay, pies. So the first one is P. P is persuade. Persuade or inspire. Okay, inspire. So sometimes he wrote a story because of out of inspiration. Maybe inspiration. Or second one is inform. I inform. Second one is he need to inform you about a certain place. The third is entertain. E. Entertain. He need to entertain you by giving you an interesting story. Okay, next is S. Share one's a feeling. So he need to share his own feeling to you. The first one is P. Persuade or inspire. The Sundarbans is a must visit place. You should definitely go there. You will be blown away by its beauty. So he's very much inspired by Sundarbans. So he wrote that a novel or any other content. Okay, so he is very much inspired by the Sundarbans of beauty, so he is writing the work. So this is first one, persuade, inspire. By inspiring something, on seeing something, he feel inspired and he wrote something. Okay, next one is inform. The Sundarbans is located in West Bengal. The word Sundarbans mean beautiful forest in Bangla. So next is inform. The second form is inform. Sometimes he need to inform you about a beautiful place in Bangla. Okay, beautiful forest in Bangla. So next one is inform. Third one is entertain. Entertain. I tried to catch a strange fish at the Sundarbans. It quickly skipped away and started climbing a tree. Okay, so a fish climbing a tree is an interesting one, right? It's an entertaining one. So he need to inform you. He need to tell you the what entertained him. You need to entertain you. Okay, next is S. Share one's feeling. Traveling through the Sundarbans on the boat was a pleasant experience. It made me feel a peace with nature. Okay, so next is he need to share his own feeling with you. So these are the 4 major things a writer uses to express something in his novel, in his content. Okay, in his writing. So first one is persuade. Persuade means whatever things inspired him. Okay, the Sundarbans is a must visit place. You should definitely go there. You will be blown away by its beauty. First one is the thing which inspired him. Next is inform. Next is information. He need to convey some information to you. The Sundarbans is located in West Bengal. The word Sundarbans means a beautiful forest in Bangla. So here he need to inform you the exact place of the Sundarbans. Okay, exact location of the Sundarbans. There's information, conveying information. Third one is E. Entertain. I tried to catch a strange fish at the Sundarbans. It quickly skipped away and started climbing a tree. So next one is E, entertain. He need to entertain you. He need to entertain you by telling the most interesting thing in this in his journey. That is the fish climbing a tree. Okay, he catch the fish, it skipped away and it climbs a tree. So it's an interesting one, right? Next is S, share one's feeling. Traveling through the Sundarbans on a boat was a pleasant experience. It made me feel at peace with nature. So next is he need to share his own feeling to you, his own happy feeling to you. Okay. So the third one is share one's feeling. So next one is models. Okay, models. Models tells us about the function of the verb. Okay, or verb means action words, right? So here models tells you about the function of the verb. Okay, what does the verb do? Okay, the function of the verb. They are also known as auxiliary or helping verbs. Okay, it is also known as auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. They can show the following. Okay, models means models will tell us, models modals, models will tell us about the function of the verb, the what function the verb did. Next, it is also known as auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. So here we can easily categorize the modal verbs according to three forms. Okay, the first one is ability. According to ability, obligation, intention. So ability means which indicates what we are able to do. Okay, indicates our ability to do something. Obligation, which means to perform duty or do good. Obligation means the must performed duties. Okay, must, have, to, ought and should. Must one. Okay, we should do this one to get this. Likewise, intention means which indicates the purpose of doing something. Intention means just it indicates a purpose to do something. Okay, consider the following sentences and observe how the model shows what the subject feels about doing the actions in each of them. Okay, first example is I brush my teeth every day. So here the subject brushes his teeth every day, his or her teeth every day. So it is a daily regular basis. Okay, it's a normal sentence. He does it in a regular basis. Next is I must brush my teeth every day. I must brush my teeth every day. So it's a duty. It's a duty to do. It's a duty to brush the teeth every day. Must. Okay. Must is a model. This is a helping verb. So here the subject tells us that their duty, obligations to brush every day. So first one is a normal sentence. Second one is must. We included must. So it is an obligation. It is a helping verb. It is a daily duty. Okay. So let us look the different types of models and how they are used in a sentence. Okay, first one is purpose. That is ability. So present ability and past ability. So for what's a past tense of can? Yeah, it's could. Okay, present ability can. Paridhi can dance really well. Okay, it's a present ability. She can dance really well. Next is past ability could. John could read and write Hindi fluently. It's a past one, okay? John could read and write Hindi fluently. Next is obligation. First one is ability. Ability is one can do this one, right? Then obligation, obey. Good to do, okay? Obey. Must, have to, should. Must. We must wear a uniform to school in India. Have to. Amol and Nagul have to train harder for the marathon if they want to win. Next is should. You should eat a balanced diet and exercise daily to stay healthy. Okay. First one is ability. In ability, there are two models, that is can and could. Can is a present ability and could is a past ability. Example for can is Paridhi can dance really well. Could is John could read and write Hindi fluently. It is obligation. I hope you all understand the topics very well. Obeying certain rules. In our next class, we can see the further concepts. Okay, thank you, children. here three models are there: must, have to, should. Okay, first one, we must wear uniform to school in India. It's a compulsory one. Okay, wearing uniform in schools is compulsory. Amol and Nakul have to train harder for the marathon if they want to win. If they want to win, they need to train harder. So it is a duty. Next is should. You should eat a balanced diet and exercise daily to stay healthy. Next is intention. Intention is shall. I shall find a way to solve this problem. Will. Neetu will keep working at her swimming skills until she perfects them. Okay, these are the three basic kinds of models. Okay.